Okay, so I'm going to do a factoring quadratics. Video for people who have been absent. So this would technically be number 87 for your binders for my class. So this is when your A value equals to 1. So this is the easiest type of factoring quadratics. So first off, you want to make sure that your quadratic equation is in standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c, and it should be set equal to 0. If the 0 is equals 0 is not there, that's fine. It just should be highest exponent to lowest exponent with the constant in the back. So you're going to start by making a 2 by 2 box, which really does not make sense until we do an example. But the way you're going to set it up every single time is the ax squared term is going to go here. Your c value will go here. And off to the side, you're going to do a multiplied by c, whatever those numbers are. And you're going to need to add them to make the value b. So it'll make more sense when we do an example. So let's start with an example. So example 1, we're going to find the factors. Of the trinomial x squared minus 5x minus 14 equals 0. So in this case, your a value is the first term, b is the second term, and c is the third term. It's already in standard form. It's set equal to 0, so you're ready to start. So I'm going to start by making a 2 by 2 box. The first term is going to go in the first box. So my first term is x squared. The last term, which is c, is going to go in the last box, which is negative 14. And off to the side, you're going to take your a and you're going to multiply it by your c. Now, you're not literally taking x squared. You're taking the value that's in front of x squared, the coefficient, which is 1. So I'm going to take 1 and I'm going to multiply it by my c value, which is negative 14. 1 times negative 14 is negative 14. And then I need multiples of negative 14 that are going to add to make b. So the other multiples that make 14 are 1 times 14, 2 times 7, and that's it. Those are the only multiples of 14. So out of these two options, the only way I can get 5 is using 2 and 7. They need to add to make negative 5. They are going to multiply to make a negative. If they're multiplying to make a negative, one of these two numbers is negative. To make negative 5, I'm going to have to make my 7 negative. 2 plus negative 7 is negative 5. So I'm going to put the 2x here, and I'm going to put the negative 7x here. It doesn't matter which one they go in. The diagonals do not matter. Now I'm basically undoing the box. We use the box to multiply. We are undoing the box to figure out the factors. So basically what two sets of binomials multiplied to make this trinomial. So from x squared to 2x, the greatest common factor that they both share is the x. Now you're using multiplication to work around your box. X multiplied by x will give me x squared. X multiplied by 2 will give me 2x. Then you can work over here. Something times x has to give me negative 7x. So this would be negative 7. And then I would check each box individually. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. X times negative 7 is negative 7x. Negative 7 multiplied by 2 makes negative 14. So your factors are what are around your boxes. X plus 2, x minus 7. X plus 2 came from the top. It was positive 2. X minus 7 came from the side. That is right there. So let's try, this is example 1. So let's do example 2 now. Example 2, we're finding the factors of x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. I'm going to make a 2 by 2 box because it's a trinomial. It's already in standard form. So I'm going to put x squared here. I'm going to put 6 here. A times c. A is 1. C is 6. 1 times 6 makes 6. The multiples of 6, you only have two options. You have 1 times 6 and you have 2 times 3. They need to multiply to make 6, but add to make 5. Now, both of these technically can make 5. If you take 1 away from 6, subtract it, then that would make 5, but would -1 and +6 make +6 when you multiply? No. So my only numbers I can use is +2 and +3. They will multiply to make a +6, and they will also add to make a +5. So I'll put 2x here and 3x here. These numbers go my diagonals. Now I'm taking out the greatest common factor. X squared and 2x, the only thing that they have in common is x. And then you can work around using multiplication. X multiplied by x will make x squared. X times 2 make 2x. X times 3 makes 3x. 3 times 2 makes 6. X times 3 makes 3x. X times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x. So my factors are x plus 2 and x plus 3. Now we're going to do a little bit harder of a problem. Example 3, last one we're going to do, is 2x squared plus 6x equals 108. This is not in standard form. It's not set equal to 0. So I'm going to minus the 1/8 to both sides because this is actually my constant. It's going to go right there because that's where c is supposed to be in a x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So my 108 is my c value. So these cancel. I have 2x squared plus 6x minus 108, because now it's minus because I moved it, equals 0. Now what I'm going to do is, we're doing the easier ones today. So a is going to be equal to 0. Or equal to 1. So I have to get rid of this. You want to always take out the greatest common factor in the beginning. Notice that these are all divisible by the same number. So I'm going to divide by 2 to get these numbers to be smaller. I don't want to deal with 108. That's terrible. So I'm going to divide or simplify my problem. So I divide by 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. 2 is technically a factor that will be in the final answer because I divided by it in the beginning. So 2x squared divided by 2, they basically cancel. I'm left with x squared. 6x divided by 2 makes positive 3x. And negative 108 divided by 2 is negative 54. Now I'm going to do the same exact process using the trinomial inside the parentheses that I just created. So I'm going to make a 2 by 2 box. First term is going to go in the first box, which is x squared. Negative 54 is going to go in the last box. And off to the side, I'm going to do a times c. A is 1, c is negative 54.
Good afternoon, family. Please come for this afternoon's announcement. Please come out tonight and support the boys.
I have 1 times 54, 2 times 27, 3 times 18, 6 times 9. The only one that's going to make 3, the b value, is 6 and 9. So this would be negative, and this would be positive.
But if you are there, we will have a sign-up sheet, and we'll make sure we give you those 10 minutes back. So again, small 840, focus note-taking. It will be in bigger meetings. Avid recruitment is happening right now, and for all of our current.
So I'm going to put 2 out front because I divided by it in the beginning. That has to be in the final answer. Factors means what multiplies to make something. So 2 has to go out front. And then I have x minus 6, x plus 9. And those are my answers. Hopefully this helped you if you've been absent or if you need help with factoring. Sorry about the announcements coming over.
Location. In slot 1 is 628 and 638. Slot 2 is 511. Slot 3 is 706.